Smart Muses, where everything is awesome and where we talk about what makes me laugh, makes me cry, makes me happy, makes me sad, or just really ticks me off. Well, I guess some people are really ticked off about Groundhog Day because the groundhog saw his shadow. Yes, he did, and did indeed. And speaking of which, I have memberships now. Yes, I do. I have memberships. So if you want to become a member of Miss Martin Muses, right now I have one tier. It is 99 cents a month, and it's for the help for the maintenance of the channel and as well as all of that other good stuff. And a way that I can show my appreciation, I will for 99 cents, you will again be supporting this channel, and also I will be giving you shout outs for being a member and early access to videos. Well, look who we have here. It is Citizen Ronan. Sup, everyone? Well, what is up with you? What is up with you? I hope all is well. Yeah, these musings, I'm very happy that I'm finally able to do a little bit of it. Doesn't happen too often lately, but I am definitely hoping to be able to do some more. Do I have it here? What did you get? No, we don't want to know what you got for Christmas. Do we want story time? No. We're going to get to it. Here we go. About what would you like to muse? So, story time maybe might come later. Well, look who's coming and look at everyone. It is Steve Kenobi. Hello, good sir. Hello, I hope you are perfectly splendid. I am. I have bacon cheese to snack on today from a certain Norwegian. So thank you very much, of course, for that. And any raising of my sugar levels, I will blame on you. Greetings at Sean Sue. Hello, or Sean Who. Thank you for being here. Muse about Red Dead 2, of course. Well, you can't say too much about Red Dead Redemption 2 because it's my new obsession. Probably one of the greatest Western stories that I've seen in ever. It's sad. I cried. I cried at the end. It was so sad, but also so beautiful. And everybody likes a redemption story. Oh dear. Speaking of not having redemption, Stigos, you gave me diabetes first. Payback. Yes, I did give him diabetes. But, well, forgive. Redeem, be redeemed. Yes. So yeah, we love Red Dead Redemption 2 here at Miss Martin Muses. And well, I've had quite a day today. And I just really wanted to kind of come in and talk with you all. Yeah, what I like about it, again, it's got a really good story, and I'm not usually one that likes a game with a lot of shooting, but you kind of you kind of get into it. It's a western. It's like you get to be your own personal western, sort of course, because you are playing Arthur Morgan, and then at a later time, John Marston. I am currently going through Red Dead Redemption 1 for the second time. Or rather, I did finish the main story. I'm just trying to get a few achievements at the end. But yeah, I'm about ready to do my third playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2, and I am going to play the hell out of it. I have gotten a guide where I hope to complete it as much as I can. I think there might be some things that I won't be able to. We shall see. We shall see. Hello, everyone coming in. Well, what do you think about Pocahontas or Pakawaka? However you say the groundhog's name, seeing his shadow. So that means we have 6 more weeks of winter. Or maybe we just always have 6 more weeks of winter after February 2nd since the equinox is going to happen. But that's another story for another day because we are not meteorologists here at Miss Martin Muses, but we do appreciate the weather. I was thinking of watching the movie today, but then things happened, so I did not. What does Steve say? It kind of plays a bit like The Witcher 3 minus the swords and magic. Indeed. Yes, I have played Witcher 3 for the first time. It was loads of fun, but I kind of sucked at it. But yes, The Witcher 3 is a very, 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 very good game. You get to do a lot of fun things. You get to hunt, you get to make friendships, you can end up with high honor or low honor. I so far has only done it with high honor. I think I'm gonna do high honor again the 3rd time. The voice of Marston, rather, Arthur Morgan has said that he considers that the correct ending, and it does because it has Red Dead Redemption. If he doesn't redeem himself, well, that really sucks. Oh dear. Citizen Ronan says, I do not appreciate the weather. It was 34 here in Southwest Florida this morning. Tell me about it. My folks have been complaining. We have also been below freezing, though our last one, I think, was yesterday. And thank goodness it was only early in the morning. Though I do enjoy a good snow in, or in this case, it was an ice in, because if it ever gets below freezing and any precipitation, it is an automatic no school. Safety first. 19 Fahrenheit here feels like 10. Correct. Yeah, you always win, Steve, because you're living in Norway. I thought of you today. Some people were minding their own business or with a lot of spare time up in Notre Dame, the university, not the Notre Dame, the cathedral. They were building igloos and they were really cool. And then they decided to build a chapel, and they actually built a miniature ice chapel. They're gonna have mass said there tonight. I think that's insane. They even built a little altar and they called it St. Olaf's chapter. St. Olaf's chapel, St. Olaf being the patron saint of Norway. Probably because, as you say, it's cold and snowy and icy up there. See, Cicerone says, yeah, but you're a tough Viking. Indeed. And you're used to it. I know a lot of people in the North are like, oh, big babies. It's like, well, if you're not used to it, it's not safe. Got no choice, Ronan. It won't go away. That is true. Indeed, that is true. Well, that's just the way the climate is. No, I love a nice snow in. I like snow. I frankly like it so long as I don't have to go out in it. And that is probably one of the benefits of my chosen profession, even though I am not doing it full time. Blame that on Steak. But I don't, I still work with it. Let me put it to you that way. But also, even my stretching place was closed. Everything was closed. The gym was not completely closed, but it was mostly closed. And the roads, people are just not used to the ice. Oh, Steve Kenobi says, I think someone did it inside a glacier too. Oh, indeed. Well, that's pretty cool. We endorse glaciers here at Miss Martin Muses, but we do not endorse Groundhog Day. February 2nd. Actually, technically, today is 40 days after Christmas. It is the end of the official end of the Christmas thingamajiggy. And now we're going into the time between that and Lent. But yes, February 2nd, the Feast of the Presentation. Don't they call it Candlemas in England? I think that's what they call it. But anyways, February 2nd. And now we have a groundhog trying to tell us the weather. You know, how do we know he saw a shadow? They just pull out that thing and then he whispers to them and then somehow writes this big proclamation. He's a rodent. How can he do that? He is a rodent. It's actually maybe one day I need to look into the history of it. Joe liked the movie Groundhog Day. Let me see something here. I'm going to try to bring this up because I think this is just epic. I really wish that people could do more things like this. It's just fun. And I'm wondering if there's a history behind it with the ones who are doing it because I don't know. It feels like wait, let me make sure my DMs are not showing. Oh, my secret DMs. I want to see one where it shows the inside. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and share this chapel. If I had the skill, I would be doing this all day. I did once when I lived up north make a Jabba the Hutt. That's pretty easy to make. But here we go. Check this out. I think this is pretty amazing. Even the detail. They made like icicles like for the crosses and the windows. They made like icy windows and put a little pattern on it like it was stained glass. Oh, let me make it a little bigger. See if I can make it bigger. So that's one picture of it. Let me do the next one here. This is the inside. They made a crucifix. I mean, check it out. And they put color. Oh, I didn't notice this before till I saw this on my computer screen. Look at the color they did on it and a little altar. So they're going to have a mass there tonight. Look. Oh, here's another angle. They've got little candle stands. They went all out. And there we go. Yeah. Tonight at 10 p.m. Can you imagine how cold that's going to be? Right here at it's St. Olaf's Ice Chapel. I made that. I got that wrong. I'm sorry. I just saw Steve's comment. It is Citizen Ronan says that's pretty cool, and Steeg says it is absolutely cool. It's made from ice. And to quote Han Solo, I'm glad you're here to tell us these things. All right, let me get to the secular ones, if you will. Do I have it? Oh, I you know what I also have bookmarked here is somebody singing Let It Go in Klingon. All right, let me bring that up. Here is just the normal igloo that they made. Let's share it. Oh, check that out. I hope Father Pete has got his long johns on. Yeah, we do not want frostbitten anything at 10 o'clock at night at Notre Dame or Notre Dame. Technically, it's Notre Dame for crying out loud. It means Our Lady. It's French, but we Americans have to anglicize everything. Yeah, so this is like the normal igloo. Let me see if I can. I believe this was the start of the chapel, maybe, because you can see the art. When you see that pattern, that is definitely church stuff. I hope they take pictures of it because, I mean, how epic would that be? And at nighttime, just hanging out in that ice. Let me see if I can bring up better pictures. I'm going to go to this guy's account. Oh gosh, this guy's account says he is a loyal son of South Bend. Oh dear, I bet you he's one of those that goes about talking about Notre Dame football all day and night. Here are the people showing off their thing. Here we go. He has a right to feel proud. That's cool. And look at those icicles up there as well. I would be more bundled up than that. Oh, he's standing on top of it. Look at that little wall he has. That's cool. Oh gosh, I did it again. I said that's cool. Now we're all saying that's cool. Oh, and we saw this picture before. I believe this is him inside, pointing at something. Well, okay. That's a place to store the beer. Indeed it is. Though it being Notre Dame technically a college, I think they officially have to have no alcohol, but we all know the truth. Any more pictures of it here? Let's see. Nope. Well, maybe we'll get some more pictures of it from tonight. Man, it just makes you wanna go out. Kind of reminds me, not the same, but the same, um, St. Michael's I almost said cash Michael. Not St. Michael's Castle, the one that they used in Star Wars, and it just completely went out of my head. Oh my gosh, I've only known about it long before it was in Star Wars. The monastery, off the coast of Dingle. I would never go there because it is treacherous, absolutely treacherous. Skellig Michael, obviously not Cashel Mihal. But anyway, Skellig Michael. It's very treacherous once you're there, and you basically go at your own risk, but it's also treacherous to go out there. The water, those monks are crazy. But I have seen a video where a priest took the trek and went up and celebrated mass. And some people that were there participated, like, hey, we're doing mass there, which is kind of cool when you consider it's about 1600 years old. It reminds me of that. We need to do something very primitive, like go out and do it on a glacier or just hang out. Make a campfire on a glacier and tell cowboy stories. Oh, look at that for a segue, because the cowboy campfire is going to continue. Maybe next week is when we're going to be talking about a fistful of dollars. I say maybe this week because I can never say anything definite. For those of you that are regular viewers of my channel, you know that I have a very dear loved one with cancer, as well as some other caregiving situations, and I just can never commit to a fixed schedule. It's just not going to happen. But this week, for sure, either tomorrow or Wednesday, we will be doing Steve Kenobi and I our results from our challenge, my challenge from January, where I always have 10 things centered around a theme. I have it posted on my community, but also and on my X. If you want to participate, there is no law that says that you have to do it in January. I just like to do it in January because it helps beat those post-holiday blues, and there's really nothing going on in January. It was loads of fun, and I enjoy what I have done. Well, look who it is. It is Sort of Poopus Cooper. We love our polar bears here at Miss Martin Muses. You know what? You just missed the igloos and the ice chapel that some guys made up in Notre Dame, and they're even going to have mass there, which I think is crazy. Good point. Good point. Technically not Star Wars since it is a Disney turd. Indeed, it is not. But it was still easier to do so when I'm Googling. I have watched the movie now, so I can do the Western stream wherever we both have time. Oh, excellent, excellent. You know, I might be able to watch it tonight, but why am I busy? Oh, I've got to work. I've got to work on Thursday, I know for sure. Well, we'll get in touch, Steek. Yes, I'm planning to watch it. Maybe I'll watch it over at my sister's house because they got a big sound thing, and we love Clint Eastwood in our family. Sort of Poopus Kruber Snuffles. Yes, indeed. Oh, great to see you. Yes, and I do have memberships now. So if anyone wants to become a member, I would definitely appreciate it because you know what? We are awesome here at Miss Martin Muses. And so are all of the chat. Yeah, we were talking about Red Dead Redemption 2. We were talking about Groundhog Day, and I'm saying his name wrong. Whatever his name is, Phil, going off and trying to give us 6 more weeks of winter. The winter here is not usually too bad. We just have a little bit of winter right now. We're going back to normal, which means everything is hot. Happy Groundhog Day, indeed. Yes. Or Hoopy Groundhog Day. Do you watch Groundhog Day on Groundhog Day? I thought about it. but I might actually watch something else instead. Oh my gosh, I finished up watching Conager. It is so good. It is with Sam Elliott in the lead role. It's based on a Louis L'Amour book. I read the book and then watched the movie. Loved it, loved it, loved it, and now I wanna just read and watch more. Gosh, Sam Elliott, he just blows it away. I mean, literally, he does. It is a Western and there's lots of shooting, but dang, he's good. And it was really like a love letter. It's very old-fashioned, but old-fashioned in the best sense of the word, very faithful to the book. Something else that's very faithful to the book so far is The Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Oh my gosh, it is so good. And what makes that, of course, probably such a good story on so many different levels, it is that good wins. Good wins. Spoiler alert, good wins. It's the seductive power of good as opposed to the seductive power of evil. And shows that it is not necessarily true when people try to say that George R. R. Martin does not write uplifting things. He doesn't write positive things, that he has a very nihilistic view. Maybe Game of Thrones, maybe A Song of Ice and Fire goes there a little bit, but I think a lot of people get that from the TV show, to be honest. But indeed, this is one that's very, very good. As usual, HBO, it's like they have it contractually built in that they have to throw in a few crude things that are not in the books, but oh well, we can get over that. But indeed, I am enjoying that. I'm enjoying the Sherlock Holmes. I watched things for the first time this time around, and I think it's great. I'm reading Wuthering Heights again for the gazillionth time, but I think it's been quite a while since I've read it. There's going to be a horrendous movie coming out about it, and well, guess what? I'm going to roast it. I'm not going to go see it. I just don't think I can. I will not. I will not pay money for it. Neither will I go the high seas. So that's just all there is to it. But I am going through the original work, which is a masterpiece. Look who it is. It is the Remedial Pirate. Hello. Been a while. Been a while. Yes, yes. Today, the feast of the presentation. And of course, yesterday was St. Bridget's Day. Woo! I have a St. Bridget's cross. We love St. Bridget here at Miss Martin Muses. Says, oh, hello, I think it's what it is. Hey, Snort, everyone's saying hello. Yes, you win for wet and cold. What is the temperature over there? We've been having cold in, what is it, in Florida? They're still having it, or maybe they got it after us. But here in the Southwest, we got hit hard for, was it 2 days? 2 days where it was really serious, 3 days where it was like, yikes. And then now it's back to normal. Cork is flooded. Is that God's wrath coming upon them? Wow. I don't ever remember Cork flooding. So is Waterford in half the country. My goodness. My goodness gracious. Well, sorry to hear that. So it's not just Cork. Well, maybe God's wrath's coming on everybody here. Oh, Steve's saying, I started the new Witcher book. Pretty good so far. Starts with Geralt having just become a Witcher. Oh, that sounds good. A cork will float, so it will be fine. Wow. Oh, dear. Well, though technically cork is the English word for it. Corkig is the Irish word. So I don't know. I always love that Dublin is called Dublin, but in Irish it is Viola Ahaclia, which I might have mispronounced. Is it Baya Ahaclia? I know Ahaclia is correct. It's a BH sound, which has also a different meaning. So who knows? Do you know off the top of your head what Corkig is directly translated from the Irish to the English? Corkig in English. Okay, I'm going to Google that. Yeah, I'm going to be trying to get better at my Irish. Laugh out loud. Do you have a stroke during that pronunciation? Well, not quite as bad. Not quite as bad. Well, it says it translates to Cork. Corkig is the Irish name for Cork, the second largest city. The name, oh, here it is. I knew it. I knew it. It's from the old Irish word corcoch, which means marsh, swamp, or bog. Okay, is it Valia Ahaclia? I think that's correct. And if I'm still wrong, blame the cork teachers. Marsh or swamp. Yes, thank you. Oh, you beat me to it. Cork, yes. And look who it is. It is Dad Man walking. Hello, good to see you here. Hello. Happy Groundhog Day. Indeed, we have 6 more weeks of winter or just normal because we always have 6 weeks of winter after February 2nd. Yes, marsh or swamp. Yes, and it is built on a swamp. It drives me nuts when you really think about the fact that water is underneath it, and you can even hear it rushing sometime if you're on the South Mall. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Boya Ahaclea. Ahaclea. Okay. Boa? Is it boy? I always called it Boa. Well, never mind how I said it. I probably said it wrong. Boya Ahaclea. Yeah. Oh, it's Baile. No wonder. I was thinking it was a BH. So I was trying to pronounce the BH. Goes to show you. See, this is why I need to go over there and brush up on these things. But I did learn that the place where they have the music school, where in the Gael talks up in the northwest, they actually use the local dialect, and I'm like, oh crap. So I don't know. So I guess if I do go up there to work on it, I'll come out with a mix of the Cork dialect and the Northwest. Oh dear. Main point is that you care. I do care. I do care. And I love Irish. And I try. I try. Hey, I'm great at pronouncing Amukatagum Dogody and Lethra Smashidaholi. There you are. Because that's what we had to say most of the time. Try in on-ring. Or is that one word? I don't know, which is supposed to be the Irish word there, or is it try an on-ring? Help me out there. Yeah. Yeah, if it's not something that you repeat in a song, repeat in mass, or that you have to tell the teacher, or the teacher yells at you about, that's Munster Gaeltach. Oh, okay. I might. There is one over there, but it's more an Irish immersion thing. It's not a music thing. So I need to figure out which I want to do. But right now, I probably will not be going this year because I need to I need to have a proper transportation, and that is something that I cannot give myself. And when I'm alone in Ireland, I do not drive over there, and I'm not sure I trust the buses. So if I can't get there by train or plane, I'm waiting for my sister who can drive. Hello, everyone's saying hello. Just talk like Lucky from Lucky Charms and you'll be fine, says Citizens Verona. Well, actually, no. That's actually an affected accent. Sort of Poopy Squibber says, just like luxury, a lot is actually pronounced throat wobbler mangrove. I love it. Okay, here we go. Laugh out loud. Need to are in Letherus. Shig si brustica. And it's to all right. I know that saying like not to the toilet, but it can wait. I think that's what it says. I'm not sure what. Oh, sig shees. Sit down. Okay, you're saying the expression. Need to unlethrus. You can't go to the bathroom. Sit down. And I'm not sure what to a cant means. Or can't? I see if it's not something I've actually said, but those are funny. Oh gosh, this is memories. These are memories for sure. Yeah, of course, Breakus Ladia. That's what you say at the end of mass. I had a friend that once said he thought we all said thanks be to God because it was over. Okay, hurry and be quiet. Oh, hurry and be quiet. Okay, close, close. So anyway, so hi there, everyone. What do you feel about this weather? Where is the weather like for you? I know that you, Dad Man Walking, you were on the Florida last night, and of course it was very cold, and you all were letting everyone know about it. Yeah. course, cueness, the teacher yelling cueness at you at the top of her lungs. Having been a teacher, though, I completely relate. Yeah, so yes, about what would you like to use? Please let me know. And I guess I do have memberships. Yay. So if you want to do so, speaking of which, I did promise you would get shout outs. So far, my memberships are Salty Traveling Sea, Prophet of the Dragon, and I have 3 memberships. Oh gosh, I'm terrible. What's the other one? It is Deeple 101. So thank you and shout out to you all. And please, everyone, go and subscribe to those channels. Oh, yeah, maybe that'll be a thing too. That'll always be sure to send the link. Again, took me a long time to feel like what would be a fair price and what I could offer in return. What does the Remedial Pirate says? I thought, did you get a dent in your head from the teacher locking onto you with God tier GPS and flinging a chalk at you? I never got chalk flung at me, but I did get, what was it that I got? I once got wrapped on the knuckles. Yeah, good times. Good times indeed. So, have you all read The Wheel of Time? Because I've talked about Wheel of Time. That's what I did with Prophet of the Dragon. And what's insane is I don't somehow Prophet of the Dragon. Well, I know how he did it because if you go through the people's agents and usually an arrangement is done, that is how you reach these people. He had Jim Butcher on his channel, so that which was just amazing to get that caliber. I mean, that would be like me. Well, I was going to say that would be like me getting Robert Jordan on my channel, except, well, sadly, there's reasons. But yes, that Jim Butcher was a very, very good get for him. So you can see that here. So, yeah, since he's one of my channel members, here we go. Go and subscribe to him and watch the interview, especially if you are a fan of the what is it, the Dresden Files? Once I got an eraser chucked at my head, dodged, and the kid behind me cried. Oh, that's awesome. Butcher is a big name. Hell yeah. Yes, very big name. Yes, they contact. And back in the day when I got my interviews with the people from Once Upon a Time, you go through the agents. That's how it works. Those are the people that you first approach. We also learned how a lot of things work behind the scenes, but yes. Indeed. And I think that he is a pretty impressive guy because he made the rounds and he wasn't too snobby to go on a quote unquote small channel. Like, I love it when sometimes people are like, well, you don't have enough subs to be on my channel. It's like, well, it was good enough for Jim Butcher, wasn't it? Yeah, and I was good enough for Mark Isham, who I always retweet. He's amazing. Oh gosh, amazing composer. Remedial Pirate says, I thought, hey, Miss Martin, do you hear a certain island owner played Xbox and got banned in 2013? That's why PlayStation's better. Oh, no, I did not. Did not indeed. My goodness. Yes. Now, I had to stop listening to that Jim Butcher interview because I was afraid I was going to get spoilers. I have only read one of them. So here we go. I'm copying the link here. Yes. Let's see. Salty Traveling Sea is one of my other members. So I want to give him link here. Let's see. Which certain island owner? Oh, that island owner, the one that's in the news right now? Isn't that crazy? I thought it was just a hoax. We were all rebuked for that in July, remember? But apparently it is not. There you go. Yes, I'm a little slow. Okay, hey, I've got an excuse. I told you I got stress in my life. I've got stress. And for a good reason, for one. So I'm working on it. And one way I'm working on it is by reading good books. I started reading the first chapter of Wuthering Heights, so that's going to be upcoming. I'm still reading aloud and reviewing and commenting, wink, wink, the Harry Potter. I'm going on with that, though I'm taking my time because I have time before whatever they're going to be doing with this series. And then I am also finished with The Hedge Knight. If you are watching the Night of Seven Kingdoms, it's a great, great, great adaptation. Ah, Remedial Pirate says, also subscribe to Game Theory and loved Five Nights at Freddy's. They theory crafted. Ah, well, yeah, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of scandals that have happened because of what's going on, and the royal family in Norway, they're having issues. Dan Manwalker says, "You do a great job of not showing stress. Miss Martin Muse is always sounding positive." Oh, well, thank you. Well, you've never maybe heard me playing Red Dead Redemption 1. Frankly, right now I'm really mad. I'm trying to be a better Catholic. I don't know. I'm working on it. But thank you. Well, you know how I found out I was stressed? I started having heart palpitations because I thought, man, I'm dealing with this great. And then all of a sudden, the good news is that my heart is fantastic. It's so fantastic. The cardiologist gave me a sticker, and I thought he was joking. He's like, wow, your heart's better than most people's, which is kind of amazing considering I wasn't always nice to my heart. Well, I guess was I not nice to my heart? Alcohol's not good for the heart, is it? But and I don't know. I'm doing great. I got an echocardiogram. Everything is fantastic and everything is beautiful. And then he pulls out a thing of stickers and literally gave me a sticker. So it's stress. But I've been cutting down on caffeine and working on that and working more on balancing life. The Remeal Pirate says, grabs microphone and screams at you. Which name for the first Harry Potter? Miss Martin grabs neck. Name the first book. Just for you, I will say the Philosopher's Stone. However, I am doing it the Sorcerer's Stone because that's what I have. Or playing D&D. Yes. Oh, yes. Playing D&D. We're terrible. We're all supposed to be good people. And look what happens to us in D&D. Have to hear you play that game. I bought 2, but my partner never partnered up with me. LOL. Red Dead Redemption? Nice to hear that good report for your heart. Yeah, I guess it's good to know I have a great heart. Yeah, and I went to my other appointment, which makes men run away. Things are going great too. I've like been living at doctor's places between that and my sister's surgery and everything. But praise God, she's doing great. So I'm very, very happy. As good as you can do. Yeah, okay. And then Steve comes up with the porn name for it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. They did translate that into Irish to go back to the Irish theme, but I know I will really mispronounce it because Harry Potter didn't exist when I was a kid. And certainly wasn't something the teacher yelled at us. Yes, Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh, but your partner never partnered up with you. I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about. Are you playing it online or something? Is that what it is? Muriel Parrott says you should do a D&D session where everyone plays as random people of the panel. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, for very good reasons, we will never do any kind of any stream for of it. It's bad. That's just all I'll say about that. Yes, Red Dead Redemption 2, yeah. Where everyone plays as random people of the panel. Yeah, that would oh gosh, that would be awful. Completely awful. Oh my gosh, Harry Potter on TG4 was cast by a 40-year-old. It was hilarious. Oh, that's great. See, we should get you on to Sea of Thieves with us. I would if I could. Things are just too unpredictable. And I know that if people can't be there, then it doesn't work out. Yes, indeed. And I can't commit to more than one. But yeah, I know that you definitely have Sea of Thieves and you like to play that, and everyone should go watch them do it. Let's see, LOL. Oh God, 40-year-old Harry. What is it? Let me see. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Yeah, some of the things that they have in the first book with some Americanisms, and you can tell right away because it just sounds weird. Like Hagrid's like a garbage can, and you're like, that's just weird. I remember when they translated it into Irish, there was like a petition, wasn't there? Oh, it's called Harry Potter August August on Orklock. Is that how you pronounce that? O Fada Rchloch. Orklock. Yeah, that's what it should be. Harry Potter and I guess that's the philosopher. Yeah, they did it in 2015. Punted is not kicking the kids over the lake. Lao. It's a type of boat. Oh dear. Whew. Well, punted, a lot of people should be punted. I think the world would be at a better place if we did. How was your Groundhog Day? How are you even supposed to celebrate Groundhog Day besides just being bitter and miserable? Because it's cold. It's cold indeed. But at least we're not flooded. Man, I gotta look like I shouldn't say that about God's wrath coming down upon Ireland, but we we know what's going on in Europe and things are crazy. Hey, things are crazy here. Things are crazy everywhere. I once had someone have the nerve say, "Well, what are you stressed about?" It's like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know." Laugh out loud. Be bitter, be bitter, miserable, and sleepy. Yeah. Oh dear. Well, his wrath is already here with the great ah r- underway. It is. It's insane. We've seen numbers like, for example, here in America, but we're like big. Ireland's tiny. And the amount of numbers they flooded in, it's insane. Absolutely insane. Maybe Our Lady of Knock will kick some sense in some people. I don't know. So, are there ways to celebrate? Okay, now I've got to Google it. How to celebrate Groundhog's Day besides hating humanity? How to celebrate. Well, you could watch the movie. They were showing it at the cinema often. How to celebrate Groundhog Day. It says here 7 ways to celebrate Groundhog Day. Serve up some dirt pie, read a Groundhog Day book together, craft day, stream the big moment. Oh, some of this is stuff, of course, with kids. Oh, wait, that's not it awful. Kids. All right, what's behind the story here? Says most of us know the tradition. On February 2nd, our old friend the groundhog will emerge from hibernation, come out of his den, and predict whether winter will deliver more cold weather this year. If the groundhog sees his shadow, he will return to hibernation and cold weather will persist another few weeks. Groundhog is a common vernacular name of the ground squirrel, formerly known as some big name in Latin. Groundhog Day is related to 2 other holidays we have written about extensively, Halloween and May Day. In his 2003 book, Groundhog Day, some guy traces the roots of Groundhog Day to the same cycle of pre-Christian festivals that gave us those 2 celebrations. They were cross-quarter days, those days that fall midway between a solstice and an equinox. Interesting. Those festivals were apparently celebrated throughout Europe by the various tribes we now refer to as Celts. All right. Is there anything more? Oh, it goes by all these names. Oh, yeah, Candlemas. Yeah, it's Candlemas. We use that and we celebrate it. We've already talked about it. So, weather prognostication became associated with the beginning of February during ancient times, but still leaves us into the dark as to the groundhog and his role in the process. It seems part of the tradition too comes from Europe, where see Germanic speakers. Germans believe that the weather was predicted by a badger rather than a groundhog. Well, maybe they didn't have badgers. Oh, well. Look who it is. It's Antiderivative Jill. Hello, happy Groundhog Day. How do you celebrate it? Mud pies. Everyone should eat mud pie. Mud pie. Seek says, so if Ireland flooded, does that mean the coast of Norway would get loads of potatoes drifting up on our shore? Wow. Wow. Steve, we don't need no stinking badger, says anti-derivative chill. I love it. I love it. All right, so that's a little bit of background, allegedly, according to this long-winded article. But yes, um, so good to see you. Yeah, lots of good content on Interderivative Jill's channel. She's been doing a lot of Star Trek. Well, as you can kind of see from her profile picture. Oh dear. Yep. What is mud pie? I don't know if I've had any in a long time. See, mud. I guess it's mud pie because of dirt. Oh, apparently there's mud pie baby clothes. Oh, yeah. Now, the ultimate mud pie, like the real word for it, is where kids like mix water and soil together, pretend to make food or a pie. Yes, I do recall that. So that is, someone calls it non edible pie. Yes, please. All recipe says the best mud pie. Well, if it's the best, then it must be the best. Layering ice cream, chocolate fudge sauce, and cookies. I think you can get a version of it at Baskin Robbins. Mississippi mud pie. Quit talking. And this thing, they just keep going on and just give us the recipe. They have to sit and give you the whole history. Oh, wait, now they're saying that I have to like subscribe to get any more. Says no two mud pies are the same. All right, so here we go. They can have one layer or five. It could include ice cream, meringue, a flourless cake, nuts, fudge sauce, and even brownie. Well, there you are. Everyone have some mud pie. We all need excuses to eat things with sugar in it. Steve Kenobi says, for the record, I had no clue about the potatoes before Teresa scolded me about it. That is true. That is true. Derivative Jill says, I acknowledge Groundhog's Day. It's fun checking in on whether he's seen his shadow, even though I don't really get much winter here in South Texas. No, indeed. No, indeed. Well, we just got some, didn't we? Got all iced in, not snowed in. As I said earlier, I'm skeptical of the fact that he actually makes this decree that can be read. I mean, he seems to be very well spoken for a rodent. I think they probably drug the poor little guy actually, because I mean all the noise and I don't know. I'm surprised that some animal rights nuts haven't complained about it and they tried to shame people into stopping it. Oh dear. So I'm going to need to sign off because I have friend I'm need to call. Let me see. Unless it's been canceled. It has not been canceled. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Oh, didn't the rodent bite someone one time? Yes, they did, Citizen Ronan. And I'm kind of cool with that because the poor thing. My granddad used to tell me anytime an animal bites you, it's probably your fault. I mean, it's not natural to do that to him. On the other hand, I'm not going to be a big meanie and say people can't do it, can't enjoy it. I'm sure there's ways to do it, but I don't know. It was only a few years ago, wasn't it? Oh well. in any case, I do need to sign off. Hey, I want to thank everyone that's been in here today. We've had a great discussion. It's glad to have some Monday musings. Um, let's see. Oh wait, what? Steve Kenobi says Playboy Bunny bit me was not my fault. I'm calling fake news on that. Yeah, so is Citizen Ronan. Well, thank you, Steve Kenobi. Thank you, Citizen Ronan, Anti Derivative Jill. We had the, oh gosh, Pirates. I forget his name. The Remedial Pirates. Thank you. Dadman Walking, Snortopupus Kuber. Did I get everybody that made themselves known? I believe I have. I said Citizen Ronan, and of course the shout outs since I have memberships. I promise shout outs again at Salty Traveling Sea, Deeple 101, and the Prophet of the Dragon. Thank you for being um, sponsors or members. Oh wait, what did I just do? I did something terrible. Alrighty. So I want to thank everyone for being here, and I hope that you stay warm, that you enjoy the rest of Groundhog Day, and maybe go get some ice cream because now I want some, even though I haven't had ice cream in quite a while, even though it's cold. So have a great day, everyone. Have a great day, and be certain. Be certain. Do we want to not see your shadow? But if he sees his shadow, there's gonna be more. If he doesn't see his shadow, okay. Be certain, and not see your shadow. See you, everybody. Good evening.